Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today we're going to be talking about some of the most recent news in the NFL recently, as we're going to be talking about a potential signing for the New York Jets, as we're going to be talking about if the New York Jets should sign free agent running back Dalvin Cook, and four-time Pro Bowler, has been to the Pro Bowl 4 straight times, and also in his 4 last seasons has had 1,000 rushing yards in all of his last 4 seasons, with 2 of those seasons having double-digit rushing touchdowns, with 16 rushing touchdowns in 2020, and in 2019, 13 rushing touchdowns. Just huge years. I mean, his stats have gone down a little bit over the last 2 seasons, but still has been an elite running back over, the last couple seasons, and has been definitely one of the best in the league. But maybe a month ago, probably even over a month ago, Dalvin Cook was released by the Vikings due to contract situations. They kind of agreed to a restructured deal, so they released him, and now he's a free agent. It feels like a lot of the NFL is interested in him, basically the whole AFC East, and then there's a couple other teams that are interested in him. I think the Cowboys were interested in him for a little bit, but I don't know if they're still interested. We haven't really heard, besides the teams in the AFC East, everybody in the AFC East is interested in him. New York was interested in him, and now Cook is interested in New York. The Dolphins are the number 1 landing spot for Dalvin Cook, as what the recent news is that Dalvin Cook is interested in the Jets. Free agency running back is intrigued of the idea of playing in New York, despite all the Dolphins rumors. So the Dolphins are the number 1 landing spot for him. They're in the AFC East as well. The Patriots have been a potential landing spot for Dalvin Cook. And then even the Bills have been a potential landing spot, as the Bills are in need of some running back help. And not only that, but Dalvin's brother, James, second-year running back, who I think has a lot of potential in this league, plays for the Buffalo Bills. So Dalvin Cook, not only you're going to the Bills for a potential chance to win a Super Bowl, but you're also getting to play with your brother as the 1-2 punch for the running back. So Dalvin probably is interested in the Bills as well. So everybody in the AFC East is pretty much interested in Dalvin Cook. But I would love the addition for the Jets. I feel like the only big con on signing Dalvin Cook, if you're the Jets, is, his play, I guess, sort of interrupting the potential of Breece Hall. This guy was a breakout last year as a rookie. Played 7 games with 2 starts last year and had 465 rushing yards with 4 rushing touchdowns as a rookie. And then tore his ACL in either week 7 or week 8. I don't know if it was. I think it was week 7 he tore his ACL, and he was down. He was out for the rest of the season. Obviously, you're gonna have worries about after that ACL injury. What is it going to be like once he returns? But I think Breece Hall, it might take him a little bit coming off that ACL injury, but I think he's going to have a big season in 2023. And then you also have Michael Carter, who, he's a guy who I would say probably had a really bad 2022 season. He played in 16 games, started in 10 of them, and only had 400 rushing yards. When he had a solid rookie season, having like 630 rushing yards and less playing time. So I would say he's probably a guy who most likely you could say had not a good second year. But the Jets are hoping he's going to have a way better third season going into his third year. So you have a couple good solid running backs. You have Breece Hall, who I think is going to be a star. You have Michael Carter, who had a solid rookie season, had a bad second year, but there are hopes for him to become have a way better year after his horrible second year. Is it a good idea for the Jets to bring in Dalvin Cook? I would actually like the idea, because you have, probably honestly, if Breece Hall's gonna show some glimpse of what he was in his rookie season, and we're probably looking at someone who would be even better than he was in his rookie year. You add Dalvin Cook with that, and then you have a third running back like Michael Carter, who's gotten you 1,000 yards, over 1,000 yards in his first 2 seasons in the NFL. That's a pretty good, three running, your three running backs right there, and that gives the Jets even more of a chance to potentially, be the favorites in the AFC. I don't think the Jets are the favorites in the AFC right now. I don't even think they're even close, but I think Aaron Rodgers has, a way better offense than he did last year, just by the team that he has right now. Just by the team, not even including Dalvin Cook, he has a way better offense than he did last year. Yes, they had Aaron Jones, they had Christian Watson, they had a couple other solid players on their roster. But you look at the weapons he has on the offense. He has a couple wide receivers that he had last year in Green Bay. He has his third and second best wide receivers that he had on Green Bay last year. And Randall Cobb's probably going to be like the fourth or fifth best wide receiver in the offense, and he was Green Bay's third last year. He has Randall Cobb, who is Aaron's one of his favorite players to play with of his career. Look at the relationship those two have had, in Green Bay. He has Randall Cobb, he has Allen Lazard, he has Garrett Wilson, who was the offensive rookie of the year last year, and basically never really had a quarterback last year. Now he has three-time MVP Aaron Rodgers, or 3 or 4-time MVP Aaron Rodgers. So Garrett Wilson's gonna have a breakout year. That's not even it with wide receivers. You have Lazard, you have Cobb, you have Wilson. You added in McCole Hardman, and I think he's such an underrated guy from Kansas City. You added him in, and then you still also have Corey Davis. So you have those 5 guys. Aaron, has he has Randall Cobb and Allen Lazard like he did last year. He has Garrett Wilson, which is a way better version of Christian Watson. Those 3 guys right there is better than you got Garrett Wilson, Allen Lazard, and Randall Cobb. Those 3 guys just right there, that's better than the wide receiver core Aaron Rodgers had last year. Then you add in McCole Hardman and Corey Davis, and then the running backs I think were probably a little bit better. I mean, Aaron actually probably not, because Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon are pretty good. I think Breece Hall is going to be a star, but as of right now, I would think Aaron Jones is probably better, and then you have A.J. Dillon next to him. So I think the offense that he has this year with wide receiver group and all the others, offensive line, you could even say offensive line too. I don't think New York's offensive line is that much better than Green Bay's, but I think it is. I think Aaron Rodgers is set to have a way better season than he did last year. And then you add in Dalvin Cook. With that. I just think that New York could be very dangerous next season. And I'm not going to go as far as saying that if the New York Jets sign Dalvin Cook, that they will be one of the favorites to come out of the AFC. But I do believe if the New York Jets are able to sign Dalvin Cook, that the Jets, in my opinion, will be the favorite to win the AFC East. I like the Bills, but I've looked at their schedule a couple times. They have a little bit of a struggle. They have a little bit of a struggle of a struggling schedule, and not only that, but every team in their division has improved. The Dolphins have improved, and they might not even be done improving. I don't think the Patriots are going to be good this year, but they've also improved. The Jets have improved, so everybody in the division has really gotten better for the Jets this year. And not only that, but the Bills also have a little bit of a hard schedule this year. So I don't know. I think as of right now, if the Jets are able to land Dalvin Cook, who is a star running back, I do believe that the Jets should be the favorites to win the AFC East. And if not the Jets, probably the Dolphins. Honestly, I don't really believe in the Bills winning the division next year, just because of how much talent there is in the AFC East. And The Bills, you're going to have to play the Dolphins twice. You have to play the Jets twice. You have to play the Patriots twice. They have a couple of their hard games, besides their division matchups. So I believe in the Bills, but I just feel as of right now that maybe potentially the Jets or Dolphins might have a better chance to win the AFC East next season than the Bills do, just in my opinion. But using our thoughts, and I think Dalvin Cook would be a great signing for the Jets. And that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.